the big thing in my mind, maybe not anyone else's, but we have to do an enforcement on it. And so we have to figure out what that's going to look like. Do I spend a week, you know, just going and checking to make sure about it? They just want a heads up if we're going to think about it, but it's on a list of stuff that I really want to do. So, there's other things that I'm supposed to do. I do know Josie says she can't make it, so we do not need to wait on her.
Done. Like,
how often do you have to go down there?
once a month. No, it's like compared to like 2 or 3 days ago.
You all ready?
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, no, I am.
Joke, this is how it's going to be. Welcome to the Thursday, July 19th Planning Commission meeting. First up is the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Amy, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Chair Ladders,
Here.
Commissioner or Vice Chair Hawkins Snell,
Here.
Chair Andrews, absent, Chair Thiem,
Commissioner Thiem,
I think
present.
I've done that before. Sorry. Commissioner Rainey,
Present.
We have a quorum. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the action minutes from the June 21st meeting. Are there any corrections?
None.
Any from the public? No. Bring the microphone closer to my face. Okay. The next item is the approval of the action minutes from June 21st, and there don't seem to be any corrections.
I move to approve. I'll second.
It's motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Disagree? They pass. They're approved. At this time, I'd like to change the subject just a little bit for the regular listeners and viewers. It's time that we annually make our change. I will be stepping down from chair, and Commissioner Thiem will be leaving us. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Sir.
I'm riding into the sunset for retirement.
Okay. If anyone else would like to speak on this particular?
It's been a pleasure to serve with you, Commissioner Thiem. I've appreciated what you've brought and the experience that you've had in the many years that you served the city, and it's been a pleasure to serve alongside you. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, I'd like to second that. It's been refreshing and a really wonderful professional treat and a personal reward to serve with you. And I'm relieved for you and dismayed for us to have you leave. Be well.
And lastly,
Thank you.
just from staff, we've prepared a certificate of appreciation signed by myself and the city manager. And I also really have appreciated your insight over the last couple of years that I've served with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you to you all and the public for letting me do it. It's been a lot of fun, and I will miss it in a lot of ways.
Very good.
So I'm going to say goodbye.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you. So at this time, we will have recognition and swearing in of new commissioners, and I will be stepping down, and the vice chair will take over at this point. And after that, we will vote on officers.
All right.
So I'm handing over to you.
Yes, Peter's here.
We'll see how these goes. You guys can read these cheat sheets. You're welcome. So what I need you to do is raise your arm, right arm, and repeat after me, and we're going to go together. Same time, except for the very first part about the I and then your name. Okay. So, here we go. I
Peter Van Zandt,
I, Stuart Lauders,
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Very good. Thank you.
That's good, sir. Do you want us to sign this?
Yes, you are prepared.
We'll have a more official one here for you soon.
So,
right there.
please. I have no aspiration.
Okay, got this way, man. Thank you, Amy.
Hello, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Uh-oh. Now you got me nervous.
Well, welcome.
Thank you. I would like to nominate Stefan Hawkins Snell as the chair of the new session of Planning Commission.
Do we immediately move to seconds on that?
Is there a second for that?
I have a second for that, yes.
That has been moved and seconded, and I accept this. It's my gavel now.
Okay. We need to nominate a...
Yeah.
To vote on that?
Oh, yeah, I do
Oh,
actually do
yeah,
think
no,
you
I
do
just
need to vote.
totally stole power. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? It passes. Is there a nomination for the vice chair position?
Is it normal to nominate a person who is not here?
Well, they can't accept if they're not here, so that would be the only.
Right, I would like to
Concern.
nominate Jason Rainey for vice chair.
I would second that.
I didn't ask you in advance.
No. Yes. I see. I'd be prepared to accept that. However, I do feel like Josie should be given consideration and shouldn't be sidelined for just missing this meeting. So if this,
We can probably have an interim vice chair for today's meeting, and then we can do this again
Postpone that.
on the special meeting or the next regular meeting.
That she shows up to and we have quorum for.
Then I'll withdraw my nomination and nominate for an interim chair, or an interim vice chair for today. Jason Rainey.
I'd accept that.
Does that feel good? I would second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. For a little bit, welcome to the vice chairship.
Thank you.
And should we do the chair shuffle or just the signage shuffle?
The signage for this, if you're okay with that, I'm okay here.
There we go.
Okay, let's see, that is, well, we sort of shook that up, the reorganization and the recognition.
Yeah.
At this time, I would like to open the mic up for anything that the public would like to speak to that is not on the agenda. Please step up. Hello and welcome. Please state your name.
Hello, Judith Lowry. I live in Nevada City on the Nevada City Speedway. I'd like to make you aware of NAGPRA, if you're not already aware of what NAGPRA is. It was enacted in 1990. It's the Native American Graves and Repatriation Act. And what it says is that it's a federal offense to remove artifacts from their historic site without oversight from proper agencies. It's illegal to trade in artifacts. And as I speak on behalf of the Nisenan, they have seen quite a few of their artifacts leave this county in the hands of this corporation. It's just one of those things that we have to kind of see to a detail that's uncomfortable. I understand. This goes way back. But there is a stone, a grinding station, not just a bowl, which are often traded on eBay for up to $2,500. People dig them up, or if they don't stick them in their fireplace or something, they will sell them. And what they do when they're doing that is they're erasing the record. We count on those kind of things in archaeology to disseminate that information to institutions about who lived there, how long, how many, kitchen middens, that kind of thing. So there's a grinding station, which means it was heavy, it was stationary, unlike the bowls. You've often seen them around in the county, they're everywhere, due to the huge population for the length of time that the Nisenan were here, and others before them. So this was transplanted, I don't know where it was excavated from, but it is on Robinson Corner. And I've watched over the years as it's been abused, cigarettes have been put out in it, completely disrespectful as well as illegal to do that. It's sitting there now full of weeds and covered up, and I worry for it. And the Nisenan worry for it. And it's just one of those things that they would like to have go back respectfully to where it belongs. And it's not for public display. And as you know, I'm also making a push for a beautiful new bridge treatment for our overpass. something that will complement our glorious new hotel, I hope. And that corner could come up, I don't know, it could come into play, because I do envision native granite, beautiful arches, downlighting, plenty of technology for our law enforcement, things like that. So it needs to go, and someone needs to make the appeal. But right now that's difficult, as the corporation has county recognition on the books, and the Nisenan do not. And so far the supervisors have been very recalcitrant and repealing that. I'm sorry if it hurts their feelings. I know one of you here was in that configuration at the time it happened, when this recognition went to the Sayaktan Corporation instead of our people, our Nisenan, who we need to protect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Matthew Coulter, P.O. Box 1411, Nevada City. A couple of things I wanted to bring up today when I was in town and I saw the meeting was now was just want to thank you guys for the sidewalk work over near Pioneer Park and all the beautiful rock work, and the continuity is great in this town that he's been able to do all this work continually for all these years, and it's really noticeable when you drive through that it all flows together by one artist did it, not hodgepodge, all pieced together, which seems to be what's going on in Grass Valley. A lot of out-of-town workers that are basically coming up and working very quickly without permits, doing shoddy work and then leaving. And we all know it's much harder to tear things apart than it is to build them and then rebuild them. I did go on the walking tour of the Pioneer Cemetery, and I was pretty disappointed at the condition of the Pioneer Cemetery and how it's just been left to go. And hopefully that can get included into something so it can have more attention brought to it and it can be cleaned up and maintained. And third but not last but not least, being that Nevada City is and has been for the past year at least the only place to have a homeless shelter in the winter at the Vets Hall, and I know these things are all in flux, but finding out that Spirit House might be closing, that Grass Valley is not going to do anything about it, Hospitality House isn't going to do anything about it, nor is the county going to do anything about it. So come this winter, there's going to be a lot more people that are going to want someplace to go. And I feel bad for Nevada City that because even if they know it's full and it is the one place to come, that there's just going to be everyone's going to be piled up outside the door. I don't know what we can all do about that, but as a community, when I say that, I mean the county as well as both cities really needs to get on it, because even now, after years of telling the police that people were being shipped into town, now they admit, yes, people are being shipped into town. So every day in Grass Valley, new faces are on the street, and as they are shuffled here, there, and everywhere, they will end up here eventually. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm not seeing any motion. I'm going to wrap this up and bring the discussion back to the itinerary, which is architectural review, 900 Zion Street. Do we have a representative?
Come on up to the table.
Please come on. Although we'll have to set up the mic for you. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Ralph Nieders, 900 Zion, Nevada City. And we were making a minor change to the windows in the back of the house because we ran into the problem that the windows on the bathroom were below the waistline over the tub. So that would make it uncomfortable having them open.
Yeah.
And in the back of the house, the window is a 10-foot window on a 12-foot wall, and the other wall is a slider, which is 12 feet on a 16-foot wall. So there's literally no more wall in the room, and so we wanted to reduce the window from 10 feet to 5 feet. what they call a cottage window, which is a reversed cottage window, single hung. And those were the two changes that weren't approved by the commission before, that we're asking if we could change it to those two changes.
Yeah, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Amy?
I think he covered it. I'll just reiterate, this was approved at the December 21st, 2018 meeting. Geez, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but I think I checked my record and it was December. To convert 149 square foot carport and then add a small area in the back. They have since decided not to do the rear addition. So the comparisons don't, the one that was approved shows the rear addition. The one that's being revised does not show the rear addition. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. But then other than that, this is just a change to the windows. The frontmost window due to accommodate additional interior wall space, and the rear one to really accommodate bathroom privacy.
All right. Well, I forget protocol. Do I open it up to the public first and then move on? I'd like to open this discussion up to the public. If there's anyone here that would like to speak to it, please make a move for the mic. If there's no motion, I'm going to call it back to the table. Commissioners.
Yeah. Thank you for that clarification. I now see it written in bright blue on the sheet about the addition. I was trying to do some comps and compare that. I appreciate you coming back before the commission with this change and with the rationale for it. It certainly seems like the right move for the interior of the space in terms of the level of the window and the bath and all that. And from what I can see here, I support the application because I do believe that it comports with Nevada City style architecture, just enough here in terms of where the locations are. I don't know if the other commissioners had other insights on it, but
We'll find out.
Thank you, Amy, for the write-up. And I drove by and looked at it from the standpoint, is it going to be outstanding, different? You know, there's no blinking arrow or any of that sort of stuff. So it fits with the neighborhood. So
Okay.
I think there's no problem for me with that change.
Thank you.
How did you feel about it, Stuart?
I have no corrections or comments. I'm
All right.
fine.
It sounds like we're all in accordance. I too feel the same way. I'm willing to hear a motion to pass or decline this application, although I think I know where we're at.
Amy, the motion would be to accept the recommendation of the planning department?
Yeah, and I actually I put sample motions, just for your reference. I put a recommended motion in there, make a motion to approve the architectural review application as amended, making findings that are found in our ordinance.
So moved. That was easy.
I'll second that.
All right, a motion's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 None opposed. It passes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can I go back to work?
Go back to work.
Okay. Thank you
Good
very
luck.
much.
Good luck with it. Stay hydrated.
Complex project. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next item has been postponed to a special meeting, so we will not be hearing the medical cannabis business application. Are there any liaison reports?
I know Josie will have one for us, but, and I'm not certain yet about what they've concluded, but it had to do with the Grove Street railing that was up for reconfiguration. So it sounds like she's been in contact with Sightline Architecture about that. So imagine she'll have a report for us next week,
Right.
or maybe next week.
And then staff approvals and determinations, looks like that's it.
Does anyone have any questions on those?
Can you just for our general edification, describe what like-for-like porch replacement might look like
In this case, it was, she has, this is Deer Creek Inn. They have a wooden porch, and it's like a deck. They were just changing out the boards, the decking material. I think some of the underside material too, but the supportive structure as well. But it should look exactly like it was before. It just had rotted boards and things like that.
A member of the public had asked at some point in the not too distant past if we would, as a planning commission, consider using Trex material or other similar materials for decking. That's why I'm sort of belaboring this one item.
Which couldn't be like for like.
It would certainly appear like for like.
Yeah.
It would get, in fact, in many cases, it would be completely undetectable. How do you feel?
Well, in this case, it's in the historic district, so if that was what they were proposing, I would probably have them bring it to the commission, just so that they can see that the material is nearly identical. If it was outside the historical district, there's probably enough purview at staff if it's a pretty consistent look. If it's very different, I'd probably still bring it to commission.
Okay.
Or if it was, if it was in the rear of the property and didn't have a public view, we might consider that a staff level review. But if it was very visible and a very different look, I'd probably just refer it to the commission.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any correspondence?
I think I have something from the Greater Cement Hill Neighborhoods Association that I'm supposed to distribute to all of you. So I will have that available to you guys if you guys want to pick it up after this or just, but I get them, I don't know, I feel like every few months, so.
Okay. Well, the announcements are that we'll have a special meeting on July 23rd, 2018, and
Yeah.
the next regular meeting on August 16th.
And I think I'll also add I think the FUNK group, the Future of Nevada County group, is putting on another meeting, I believe here at City Hall on July 24th, so that's next Tuesday, if anyone feels like they want to attend that.
I'm sorry, what date was that?
The 24th, and I know it's during the day. If more than two commission, can you guys just let me know if you're going? Because I think we might have to bill it as a planning commission meeting. Or
If
we
more
might
than
have to
two.
take, if more than two of you want to go. I'm not sure how they've billed this.
But 2 or under can go.
Yeah, without any issue. And it may just, we need to keep you guys in separate corners of the room or something.
Don't I know
We'll have to talk to Hal.
Blinders.
Would you mind emailing us that? Because I would like
Yeah.
to go, but I don't know if I'll be available.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
let me,
If it's like after 1, I can go,
yeah.
but.
I'll just have them bill it as a planning commission meeting, because I think there's still time to change that or to add it to
Okay.
a planning commission
And
agenda, so.
Is anyone else planning on that?
I don't know that I am. Yeah, I need to.
Not planning, no.
I might be there.
My might just got stronger.
I'll just have them add it.
Yeah.
We've got enough time, so.
Yeah, I've been talking with people from that group, and I feel like it'd be good to show up and make a face. Hear stuff.
Your stuff.
Well, yeah, I know the mouse is really, I'm willing to entertain a motion of adjournment, if there is such one to be had.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion for adjournment has been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
I
Aye. It passes.
Well, thank you, everybody, for the easy glide in.
You lucked out on your first meeting.